You two will match up against each other in training, won't you? Playing on the left side, he'll be playing right back. So you'll. That's a good competition, that.
Yeah, true. I make him ready for the real deal, you know.
This is the official Leeds United podcast.
We have got the man of the season so far, the Flying Dutchman, Crysencio Summerville. How are you, sir? Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm very good, actually. The season so far has been good for me and the team, so I can't complain.
Yeah, I would say last time we spoke, it was the last time that Liverpool lost at Anfield. It was your goal. It was your super finish at the end just before your birthday. So obviously we're not in the Premier League anymore. We're in the Championship, and your game has gone to a whole new level. How are you enjoying it? Yeah,
actually, the moment we went down, I was calm. I was composed. I just thought not only for me only, but my mindset was like, I need to get Leeds United back to the Premier League. So I wasn't really I want to go, but I was more like, okay, I was looking for a solution. And for me, I think the best thing I could have done was, staying with Leeds United. I call it my home, and get Leeds back to where it belongs, you know. So I think my mindset now is also in a good state, you know, and I think you see it also on the pitch.
Absolutely, we do. I mean, it's not just your actual technical ability on the ball, but I mean, your work rate is impeccable as well. You're tracking back all the time. It looks like someone who is genuinely playing for not just themselves, the club of Leeds United. And I absolutely want to talk about football, but I just wanted to latch on to something you mentioned there about the city of Leeds. Like you said, you called it home. Does it really feel like that? I mean, have you really settled in the city?
Yeah, I think what I told people in my previous interviews, it was very hard in the beginning for me, in a new environment and everything. But the people here helped me a lot. Also outside of football, like the city, for me it was very new when I came outside of my house and people start approaching me for pictures, for signatures, and that felt for me also good. And as a young kid, you dream about that when you go out on the streets or you buy some groceries and people start approaching you for some pictures. That's just one day I was in their shoes, so it's just very nice, you know.
That wasn't you, Matt, hanging around outside his house, was it, wanting his autograph? Because you've been in Leeds recently. You haven't been stalking, have you?
It might have been. I have my hat down with sunglasses on like that. Please, Creed, please. I want to talk about Leeds United and the goals we've set for this year. But before we get on to that, and before we get on to the present, I thought it'd be really helpful for maybe the people back home to get to know Crysencio Summerville, the man, a little bit more. You come from the Netherlands, and you mentioned earlier about how that used to be you on the other side of the barrier, the one asking for autographs and stuff. What is your history with football? I mean, have you been a footballer since you were really small? Have you been obsessed with the game? Have you always wanted to play? What was young Cry Summerville like?
I think I lived football the moment I started to walk, you know. I always heard from my mother and my father that everything what was round in the house, I was kicking around like a Christmas ball, from a pineapple, from a orange. Everything was round, I was kicking. And they knew, this guy, he wants just to play football, you know. And
wow.
I think I started when I was 4 years old. My dad was a coach for a Sunday league team, and I was always on the pitch with them. Like when they had training in the evening, I was just on the pitch playing with the ball, running around. And I went on trial when I was 5 years old at Feyenoord. And since then I just started to play football, you know. And when I started to grow up with my brother, I was playing on the streets as well. And then I remember we were watching loads of the time Match of the Day, the highlights of the Premier League. And I told him when I was, I think, around 12 years old, 12 plus, that I said like, listen, I swear the league of England is the best league in the world. I said to him, one day I'm going to play there. And when I made my debut, I think in 2021, and I came home, I cried because I didn't expect it to happen, you know, like you say something and it just happened. Like I live for it, you know, and when I look back, I was like proud of myself that I could say like, yeah, I really made it to the Premier League. So yeah, me and football is everything, you know.
That's lovely.
You talked about match of the day. I mean, like growing up watching that as a kid, and then obviously you had that strength of character to say, I'm going to play there one day. But a lot of people say a lot of things about their future. Do you know what I mean?
True.
But the idea you've actually done it, and then, you know, being on match of the day is probably old hat for you now. But what about when you scored that goal at Anfield and that was on the match of the day? I mean, was everyone back home, all the people you used to watch it with, were they all just blowing your phone up? Like, what's that like?
Yeah, it was a crazy feeling. Like, I still can't believe it, you know, what I've done at Anfield, you know, because every kid dreams about times like this, you know. I'm like a God's child. I'm always praying and thanking God for moments like this, you know. But yeah, I had a moment for myself as well when I came home, because after the game I didn't realize yet what I've done, you know. When I came home, I was just sitting in the living room and I was staring at the wall and thinking, Crysencio Summerville, wow, look what you have done. And everyone blew my phone up, texting me congratulations, because it was my birthday the day after as well, you know. Yeah. So yeah, I don't want to live too much in the past, but this one lives in my memories forever, you know.
Chris, is your brother older or younger?
I got three older brothers, you know.
Yeah, it's fascinating, you know. Because, and do they all play football as well? Did they go on to be professional or play the game, or just you?
Yeah, they played football as well. Like like the younger ages, they played like high for some good clubs in Holland, but later on they played for some Sunday league teams, and I used to train with them.
But nobody else has gone on to be in a professional game, because what I always tend to find. I'm an only child. I haven't got any brothers or sisters. I always had the competition against my father, and he was the one that really pushed me and mentored me. What I find is that there's a lot of kids that go on to be pro footballers, and also in the women's game as well now. They've always seemed to have older siblings that they used to challenge against, and it always seems to be that the younger ones in the family seem to be the ones that go on to have that incredible career, because they were trying to take on their older siblings in the backyards and in the streets, and they were, you know, when there's a huge age difference, you've got to find a way to battle. I love this kind of street football. Is that how it was for you then?
Yeah. I think I'm very grateful for that as well. You know, I trained with them a lot. I played with them a lot, and I always said to them, "Wait till I'm older. I'm gonna come for you guys." You know.
There you go. Yeah.
And
was there a point where they were better than you, and then you became quite clearly better than them? Was there a noticeable shift?
Yeah, for sure. Like in every aspect, like speed. Strength, running, like with the ball, technical. But now, I'm sometimes mocking them, like, you can catch me, you know.
That's why he's so quick, mate. Because he used to chase him everywhere.
Yeah.
All Leeds, aren't we? The official Leeds United podcast.
You talked about not living in the past, and I think that's absolutely hugely important with Leeds United at the minute. You know, to not let what's come before affect what is still yet to be achieved. And I think that you've all done that massively. I think, you know, players like yourself and Georgie and Dan James and co, that you've shrugged off what happened last year like water off a duck's back, and you all seem so focused now on what's to come. What's that been like, you know, in terms of, you know, making the mental shift from relegation to, right, this is a promotion push now. And I suppose obviously Daniel Farke must make a big character in that switch of gear as well. How's it been over summer and coming into this new season?
Yeah, obviously, I think everyone got their own mindset and plan how they deal with things. But I think we help each other a lot, like to reach our goal. For me, I think when I want something, I do everything on it to reach my goal, to reach my level, and I think I drag my teammates in the same mindset, in the same thing I want. So yeah, what I said in the previous interviews as well, we are one group now. We got one plan, one goal, and we let nothing distract us. And I think that's the most important thing,
How are you finding the difference in the caliber of the opposition? I mean, I obviously don't want to denigrate any of the teams that we're playing against, but it is a step down from the Premier League. It is.
Yes.
So how are you finding that? Like in terms of the champion, are you finding more space? Are you finding more freedom? Is it a bit more physical? How are you finding the difference in the league opposition?
Yeah, I always say to my friends, because they are asking like, how's the championship? And I think like quality wise, it's a bit less good than the Premier League. I always say the Premier League got more quality, but the championship is more physical and more duels. But I would say the championship is also hard because you can see with us, you don't win, like even if the team is the bottom or second last, it doesn't matter. It's also like the Premier League, like you have to win every game, you have to be focused every game. So I think it's just more physical.
I do know one thing that's going to happen, Matt, going into the second half of the season. I've got to say this because Creed just answered it there. There will be a lot of defenders and fullbacks the day before they play Leeds United will be going, you know what it is, boss, I can feel my hamstring or I can feel this. I might not be fit for tomorrow because I do not want to play against Cree to this time because he put me in the turf in the last time we played. I'm telling you, it'll be on their mind. He's psychologically broken so many fullbacks this season that are actually contemplating how they are actually footballers because this guy's killed them.
No, that is the plan. I want every defender to have a nightmare,
Yeah. I mean, do you notice it? Because we were speaking to, and this is going to be our Christmas special, so fans haven't heard this yet, but we were speaking to Jorginho last week, and we were sort of saying, like, can you hear or tell when you're winding up defenders, and that's when they start kicking you or they start pulling you, and when you've sort of got into their head a little bit. Do you notice that? Because you've left some players in the absolute dirt this season.
Yeah, I know this is like when I see he's starting to injure me or like try to kick me, then I know like it's done, like he lost it, he lost it. But when he got a solid game and he tried to just keep me in front of him, I'm like, okay, he's focused. But when I see he's like playing the dirty game with me, then I got him, and then he's gonna get yellow or gonna get red. So yeah.
Creed, do you give them any verbals? Are you a wind up? Because I used to love talking to players and saying, "Yo, I'm going to do you today." I used to give them a lot of verbal as well as try and express myself like you do and beat them with the ball by dribbling. Are you quiet or do you like get involved in that kind of stuff?
Normally, I'm quiet because I respect everyone, But I have to say against Rotherham, the right back, he was annoying me, but he did too much, And one time I was running, but I left him behind, and I think he cracked his hamstring or something. So I had a chance, and I walked back, and I was laughing in his face, and I said, "You couldn't keep up with me. It's all right, bro." And I didn't say anything, but I was in his head, So that's only if they go too far,
Yeah, sure, of course. That's why I had to ask the question. Because if they push it, I know there's nothing better than the mind games that the fans don't actually get to see, Matt. It's brilliant to hear what goes on. Some of the, especially inside the penalty area. I mean, there's a lot of cameras now. You can't do as much as things as what I used to do in the day, like stand on the defender's toes or doing some stupid little things like that. But the mind games and the talk, the verbal, I love it, me.
You all seem really quite protective of each other this season. It feels like there's a real sense of camaraderie between all of you, you know, between you and Willie and Georgie. And then obviously there was a bit of trouble the other night with that bloke squaring up to Archie Gray. And then everyone was rushing in to get Archie's back. And it just feels like everyone's all looking out for each other as well this season. There must be a real buzz around the changing room.
No, of course. I think we are connected, you know. We love each other. It's a really good group. We are some of the guys came in news. Some of the guys are here like for a couple of years now. So what I said, even when I came in the group, they brought me in really good, and we try to do that with the new players as well. So we are just one Leeds United family, you know.
Who's the guy in there that does the wind ups or the pranks? Who's a pain in the dressing room?
Let me think. We don't really have a prankster, but
Does that mean it's you? Is it you?
No. I like to make jokes, but for me, Jet Spence is really funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jan Poveda is also really funny. No, wait. Luke Ayling. Yeah.
What does Luke do?
That sounds about right.
What does Luke do?
Nah, he's just crazy. Luke is funny.
There you go.
Yeah.
You just mentioned Jed Spence there, which is a player that I think that we got a very brief glimpse of a couple of months back, and he looked pretty special. Obviously, you'll have much more information than us seeing him out on the training pitch. What can Leeds fans look forward to when Jed's fully fit?
I think he's very electric, very quick. He's solid in defending, and he likes to attack as well. So yeah, I think we are waiting, the players, the fans, for Jet Spence, but I can guarantee you guys, you're gonna enjoy him. You know.
Yeah, it's good. It's going to be good
because very electric.
You two will match up against each other in training, won't you? Playing on the left side, he'll be playing right back. So that's a good competition. That.
Yeah, true. I make him ready for the real deal, you know.
If he can keep up with you, then he's got no problem with everyone else, has he?
No, that's it. You know, sometimes he wins, sometimes I win, but I know he's ready.
Yeah. So, what's your targets for the season and what you set goals wise?
I didn't really set a target for myself because I think this is the first season I really score like this, but. Now I just said to myself, as many goals as I can, be important every game. If it is not a goal, then it's just an assist for me to help the team. You know, I don't mind, just as many as I can.
Listening on together.
We just had Luke Humphreys, the darts player, on the show, and we're talking about being in the zone when you feel like everything you're doing just comes off, whether you're playing golf or throwing a dart or whatever. And it feels like at the minute, every time you unleash the ball, it goes in the back of the net. Are you feeling like you can just shoot from anywhere right now?
My dad always told me, you don't shoot, you want to dribble the ball and the goal. And now I'm just like, yeah, you're right. Just shoot from everywhere, you know. And what you said, everything goes in. So I have to keep going, you know. I also train a lot, like on finishing from different situations, because the coach told me in the beginning of the season that my end product could improve. So I tried to improve it, and now I'm at 8 goals already. Is
that your first ever header in professional football, by the way? Because two of the smallest, take this the nicest way, Dan James, not the tallest, you're not the tallest, but you out-jump, you know, some absolute giants to score 2 fantastic goals against Middlesbrough. So was that one of your first headers?
Yeah, my first one in my career. You know?
There you go, man.
Oh, wow.
First one.
Yeah. What's been your favourite goal this season? I mean, obviously there's ones that have been spectacular, but also ones that have come at really crucial times as well. What's been your personal favourite?
My favourite, the one against either Norwich or Huddersfield.
Yeah. Norwich all day
Norwich
long.
is my favourite.
Yeah, Norwich.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Huddersfield one was just like technically class.
Yeah, but that's why, because
the significance of Norwich was just like what a moment, what a goal.
Yeah. So either one of them.
Yeah, I'm saying Norwich. We'll put that one out on socials and see what the Leeds fans say, because I'm definitely going with the Norwich goal without a shadow of a doubt. Georgie, what did you think?
I love your...
Cree, what did you think about Georgie's celebration when he got his first goal at Elland Road? Because he did a celebration for a certain man that you're speaking to on this podcast, Matt Lewis. Georgie did that for him. He said he would do the Harry Potter magic wand. Yeah. He'd said it on the podcast, and then a week later, he produced the goods. Did you know that it was for Matt?
Yeah, I liked it, I liked it. No, I didn't. I didn't know it was for you.
Yeah, well, you have a little chat with Georgie and find out why and what it was all about. But this man, Matt Lewis, absolutely set the challenge out to Rutter, and he produced the goal at home finally. There we go.
I didn't think he actually would. I asked him the question. I was just sort of asking, does it weigh on your mind you haven't scored at home yet? And then we made a joke saying, but you'll score on Wednesday night. Didn't think he actually bloody would. So that was that was pretty special. I mean, you must have all been really made up for him after that, eh?
Yeah, I didn't know for who it was or why he did it. I thought just like, magic. I don't know. Yeah, it's very nice. But then I saw it was for someone, but I didn't know it was for you though.
Yeah,
it was very kindly for me. I've been riding that wave all week. I've been absolutely buzzing about it. But you must have been absolutely thrilled for him to finally get that monkey off his back and scoring that first goal at Elland Road. That must have been great for you all. Yeah,
because we told him that he doesn't like to score at home because he only scores away. But I'm buzzing even for him this season. I'm very happy, that he's at a good place as well. His confidence is back. He's just enjoying again, and I like to see that,
Everybody's playing with a smile on their face. That's what I'm liking about this team. And when you're playing with a smile on your face and you're enjoying it in front of fans, there's nothing better. Because, mate, when you're on that field at Elland Road and you've got that full house behind you, and the games can't come quick enough. So I know exactly what you are going through, and I feel the vibe around the club, and hopefully you boys feel the vibe around the city, because we are all behind you.
No, we feel it for sure.
Well, we really appreciate your time today, Cree, and your performances as well. Absolutely, I think it's amazing. The fact that you've sort of been aware of what you wanted to improve on, and I mean, you haven't just done it; you've gone over above and beyond. So yeah, thank you for that, and we'll let you go. I know it's really busy, but I just wanted to ask you one final question. Obviously, coming into this hectic Christmas period, how do you feel about all that? I mean, we've got all these games coming thick and fast. We're playing every few days, and we're playing some big games every few days. What's the mood in camp? How are you all feeling going into this? Do you feel this is a moment where you're going to make a run for them top two?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's our goal, to catch up with the first place and the second place. Many games, we have to look after each other. We have to take the points, and what I always say, match day is the best day. So
more of them.
The games couldn't come quicker, so I like to play the games quick. 2 days training, playing games, training, playing games. So I'm happy, busy week, but we go.
We'd always rather play games than train, there's no doubt about it. I've got one quick question for you before we go. It's a Christmas. What does Cree want for Christmas off Santa Claus? If you could get one gift, what would it be?
To get or to give?
To get, for you. If I could get you a gift from me and Matt, what could we get, Cree? What would it be?
I think I go for early Christmas present then, because I can't wait till the end of the season, but that's Leeds United getting promoted.
Yes, well said, young man. Love that.
I feel like you might have more responsibility on that gift than I do, but I'll see what I can
do. Yeah.
We'll pretend we're involved in it, Matt. We'll pretend we're involved. There you go. Good man.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Love your work. Good luck for the rest of the season. Keep up the great work.
Okay.
Thank you, mate.
This is the official Leeds United podcast.